Hello, Dr. Fowle. Thank you for taking some time to talk with me this afternoon. Could you say what part of the university you work with, please?
University of Alaska Fairbanks, Department of Geosciences.
That's exciting. So you're here talking about GeoFORCE, and I love GeoFORCE. I know you, and a friend of mine, Ann Rickers, is a friend, and she also worked with GeoFORCE. So my understanding of GeoFORCE is it's a 4-year program for high school students. They apply as freshmen, and then what happens to them?
Well, and they actually come in either as 8th graders or 9th graders the summer after their 8th or 9th grade year. And after that, they go on 4 10-day summer academies, field-based academies. So they're outside, they're doing geoscience projects, and this takes place over 4 consecutive summers. So they'll finish the last academy the summer after their junior or senior year in high school.
And is it once you're in, or are there criteria for staying in the program?
There are criteria. Mostly once we've accepted you, you are in the GeoFORCE program, but they are required to earn at least 80% on their final exam every year in order to come back the next year. And thus far, no one's ever failed to do that. So that's an achievable goal. They've shown it. They're doing great at that. And they are supposed to maintain a B average in high school science and math courses. However, if they come up a little bit short, they're not out of the program. We have them complete an academic plan. Think about what went wrong, maybe what they could have done better, make a plan for improving the next year.
So GeoFORCE isn't just about the science, that's a big part of it, but it's also about learning how to learn, it seems.
Definitely we are developing soft skills through this program. Certainly they're learning what geology is. We hope they learn more about what geologists do for a living. We have some of our industry sponsors send a couple of mentors, their own employees along to work with the students and talk about what they do for a living every summer. But we're also really emphasizing study skills and teamwork. A lot of these students come from villages with maybe only a few hundred residents. They go to schools where they have multiple grades in a classroom. They live in a place where everyone knows who they are, they know who their parents are. Often they've never had to work with someone they haven't known their entire life. So that's a skill we're really working on too, being able to introduce yourself, meet new people, and collaborate.
So it's from small communities in Alaska that you recruit the students to join?
Primarily, we are, right now, our students come from the North Slope and Northwest Arctic boroughs. The biggest community in the North Slope is Barrow, and that's got, I think, close to 5,000 residents. Kotzebue's got several thousand residents in the Northwest Arctic, but the rest of the communities are populations number in the hundreds.
I've been fortunate enough to be in a class of yours, and I know that you are a fantastic teacher. What is it like to see these young, spongy minds come to life in front of you?
It's really exciting because we get them young, as you say, 8th or 9th grade, and they're still really excited about things. And one thing we want to do is form a cohort, really a community of students from these smaller villages that have similar interests. So they may not know anyone in their own village that's interested in science or geoscience, but they have that connection through the GeoFORCE program. And we set up a Facebook page for each of our cohorts, and they are busy on that page. They are talking to each other. It's not all about geoscience, but there's some of that as well.
What happens after the program is over? Do these students just like, wow, that was great, they pack up their kit and go home? Or what's the future?
Well, our number one goal for students really is finish high school. Get that high school diploma because it gives them so many more options regardless of what they want to do in the future. 94% of our first cohort has graduated from high school. We've got one that's still working on it, but and 72% of those students have gone on to college. They're in college right now. And I think 84% of those students are majoring in science, technology, engineering, or math. Predominantly geoscience, which is really exciting because even some of the students have said, you know, before I was in the GeoFORCE program, I didn't really think of geology as anything. It would never have occurred to me to major in geoscience before this program. And it seems strange for Alaskan students, but these folks are from the North Slope. They're from coastal communities predominantly. They live on the tundra. Before GeoFORCE, many of them had never been to the mountains. They'd never walked on a glacier. So all of these iconic geological features that we think of when we think of Alaska were relatively inaccessible to them.
It must be a very rewarding thing for you to be involved in.
It's a huge amount of fun and definitely very rewarding. We're very, very proud of our students.